He bullied me.
Please.
He said these words to me. Oops.
You bullied my Discord kitten. Now you gotta wait with it. Now you gotta pay.
Get him, daddy. Oh, sorry. Was I not supposed to be the kitten?
Welcome to the Lads AM podcast, a show for those late night ramblings you only get when the rest of the world is asleep. This show is available in both podcast and Let's Play form. Check out our social media to find out how to listen the way you want to. Tonight, we are playing This is this is an oddish that I drew.
Nice.
These three were drawn by Tess. I think they're different Tamagotchi creatures.
Looks like it.
And then Fanning drew the Amogus.
Amogus.
Georgia did this turtle. And then I had everyone put their names. Because they're like blackboards, so you could do like ba.
Right. Oh, you made a fire.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Dustin, have you seen our house yet? Me and Georgie's house?
I've seen nothing.
I'll check this out, man.
So did you just start in your house, just for clarification?
Yeah.
Okay.
See?
Oh.
This is our house. You see it? Not
Trees?
that one. That's Rob's house.
Right. Yeah. No. The trees are your house, and you go.
Oh, you know what would help, Dustin?
Hmm.
Is if we look at it from this angle.
Oh, I think I have seen that. Okay, that's pretty funny.
Yeah. Matt.
Pretty smart. Oh, and the trees.
Yeah. I'm very happy. I think this might be like one of my favorite things I've ever built. It's really
pretty cool.
funny.
Oh, it's a shame the torch is going to be upside down too.
Yeah. You know, you do what you can do. No,
that's cool.
Oh.
Whoa! Windmill.
What the heck? What is this?
Probably
this is new
or Tuss.
Oh god. Yeah, Dustin, another part of this is that this area just kills your frame rate.
Wow.
We think it's the windmill.
So the windmill's killing your frame rate here?
We're pretty sure it's the windmill. What the
and it still looks better than Scarlet and Violet?
True.
I want you to clarify that on Switch 1.
Oh, who cares?
Oh my god! Oh my god! Stop.
God forbid you tell jokes.
God forbid.
No jokes allowed.
Doesn't defend it. Oh my god! My $700 upgrade fixed Scarlet and Violet. Oh my god! Oh guys, as long as you play it on the Switch too. Oh my god!
You just buy a whole new console. That'll patch it right up.
Oh my god! It took. How long did it take? Oh my god! Oh my god! Anyway.
You just hop on your hoverboard or your drone.
Oh, dude, you don't even know, man. Show you the airport. We'll get to the Game Awards stuff soon. Don't worry.
Yeah.
But
right now,
I only modded the game a little bit. It's fine.
Right now,
yeah. What the fuck is that? Yeah, I only added a couple mods.
Only a couple mods. It's fine. Just quality of life stuff.
Yeah. That's the warship.
Okay.
That's the warship. This is the bisexual plane. And this is a cargo ship.
All right.
Here, let me get up to the warship. We don't really have a good place for the warship yet, but takes a while to get going. But yeah, this is the warship. You can have 3 people in here, and they can that's a gun on the front. and you
Okay.
can build guns to put on the ships. So there's that. So that little house right there is Dylan's house. The one next to it with the gray roof is Tess. This kind of grayish square house with the farm is Zach's. That's the dock with the boats.
Okay.
The red house is Rob. The upside
Nice.
down one is me and Georgia. And if you come over here, you can see this giant canal that Zach built for some reason.
He built a canal.
Yeah. Yes, much like the
Alright,
one in
let's-
Panama. Honestly, like the first few days was him just building this super long canal. I don't think any of us have even gotten into a boat since we
Yeah.
arrived at the island.
Why?
But if
Why boat wouldn't fly?
but we
Question mark.
I mean, to be
I mean,
fair,
it looks cool.
I do have some clips of us on the boat. It looks because you can like scroll out from the. You can't do it on the airship, but you can scroll out on the boat. It looks cinematic as hell. It looks really good. We'll do a boat. Maybe we'll do a boat thing at some point, but it is kind of weird to open the boat when you have airships. I think what I'm gonna do is so that's the air traffic control tower up there. Currently it's empty, so I think I'm gonna work on that.
Okay. Is the actual air tower control, or you just build a big tower and call it that?
I just built a tower and called it that.
Okay. I don't know with these mods and these updates, so I had to make
you,
sure.
you really
I didn't know if
never
you could like build a radio in the in your ships and in the tower, you could communicate through that or something.
Yeah, and if Fanning tries to get into my airspace without contacting me first, he's getting shot out of the sky. Anyway.
You're an unregistered vehicle in enemy territory. Please state your reason for being here. You'll be shot down. What was that?
This is a potato cannon.
Oh, okay. I was waiting for something to explode, but it's just a potato, I guess.
Yeah, because that makes sense. Anyways, we can get to the actual stuff now.
Game Awards?
Yeah, Game Awards. Do you have
Hmm.
do you have the data?
I could pull it up. I could also just look at Robert's bingo board.
I was gonna say I posted a screenshot of my complete bingo
okay.
board. I think
Either
I think I learned to do that after the first year.
That way, when we're looking for it again.
Yeah, because I think the first year we were just. I didn't even know if we did the pod the first year, but at the very least, we went to go back and look at stuff and realized we couldn't.
Yeah.
Well, I think what happened was I saved it the first year, heading into the second year, I should say. But then the second year to the third year, I realized for some reason I didn't. So that's when I had to go back and go to others. I realized, oh, I should just make a notes app thing, and then just mark it as I go along. So now I have a notes app thing. I just go based on that.
All right. So what's the stats? Which ones do we get?
So we got new TV show / movie adaptation trailer, Mime in the Audience, which apparently was somehow controversial, but whatever.
just Zach for some reason.
That's how they dress in the game. Yeah, they dress like mimes in the game. What are you talking about? That's a mime. Have you seen a mime before?
So I stepped away when that first started.
Yeah.
So I'm a little. So the controversy was that they were. Is it literally just like you just said?
It's exactly what I said. Yeah, I
Yeah,
said
I'm not
mime in
really-
the audience. I don't get it either because I never played the game. But I said, hey, mime in the audience because everyone at Expedition 33 dressed up as the mimes. And then Zach said, no, those aren't mimes. That's how they dress in the game. And I said, "That's a mime. What are you talking about? That's how mimes dress. They're
It is
dressed
a
as
mime.
mimes."
It is a mime.
Yeah.
Maybe in the game they're not called mimes. I don't know.
I
I don't know
assume
if
that's what he was
anyone's
trying to
very-
say, but end of the day, when I said mime in the audience, I meant, that thing they wear to represent Expedition 33, which just so happens to look like mimes.
Yeah, they looked
So
French,
whether
and
or not
that's all
they're
that really matters.
exactly. Bizarre celebrity appearance with what's his name?
God, my memory's terrible.
I don't know musicians that well.
I don't remember.
It was a
either.
musician.
I think so. Wasn't he a musician? He was in a game, and then he popped out afterwards. He had long hair.
Ah, dude, I don't remember.
I don't know his name. I can see his face, but I don't remember his name. Anyways, one game wins 4 awards. Let me tell you.
Yeah, it did.
Now, if we had 2 games win 4 awards, we would
Alright.
have been in trouble.
All right, I want to make a pitch for next year, okay? Because
Save it for
Every-
next year, but
every year it seems like, well, I'm gonna forget by next year, but every year it seems like there's always that one game that always dominates, right?
kind of, yeah.
I think
I
we
mean,
need
there's
to
one that
up-
wins more than the others.
I think we need to up the number. I think it needs to go up to like one game wins like 5 or 6 awards.
I was thinking of consideration of maybe wins 5 awards.
Yeah,
I'm
that'd be
thinking of bringing it up this year, but I didn't.
Yeah, that'd be okay. I'm okay with that.
'Cause, I mean, what's the difference in one,
Yeah. Then a higher chance that it maybe doesn't happen. Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
We do
That's a
that.
conversation for next year.
If we
Game
were-
title is mispronounced. Fluke guy
Oh.
shows up.
Uma
boy, was
Musume.
Uma Musume.
Musume.
I'm
It was
so
funny that she
upset.
immediately started laughing after she said it. Like she's like,
I'm
"Ah,
like,
I messed it up still."
She knew.
But the thing is, it's like you'd think they would have been like, "Hey, we got feedback that we fucked up the name of the game in the reveals for the
I
nomination.
Yeah.
know.
Let's if we're gonna mess up a game name, let it not be this one."
Yeah, let's not mess it up twice. But like,
That's-
Also, like, how do they not tell what they're looking at? Tell like, okay, this is going to be difficult to pronounce properly. Let's find out the pronunciation and put it next to the name or something, and then drive it into their heads before the recording.
Yeah,
This
or
is how
just-
you pronounce it.
Yeah, it's. I don't know.
So weird.
Unless they listen to the pod. And they're
Oh,
like,
and
"We
they
gotta
just want to see everything.
we gotta get him a bingo board."
Now that would be cool. Unexpected Game gets re-released as remaster with Lara Croft.
yep, the original
Uh,
Tomb Raider.
Yep, Muppets, of course.
Of course.
And then redundant, not actual gameplay. Which may have
Yeah,
happened multiple times, but we only paid attention to it once.
yeah, we saw it the one time.
Yeah.
Like you said, yeah, might have happened other times, but we definitely noticed it at least once.
And as you can tell, unfortunately, Secret Goal didn't happen.
I'm not too
It's-
surprised.
What are you gonna do, man?
There was one point when Matt was reacting to stuff, but it turned out to be TF2, but I thought it was like Uma Musume. I was kind of tempted to be like, oh man, tell us what's happening over there.
No. And I also didn't want to be the one to do it. Just because, I know what the goal is.
Yeah, it's fair.
So
And I guess this is one of those years where even though you agree not to do it, it's harder for you to do it naturally.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I also just wasn't playing the game during the Game Awards.
Yeah. Yeah. Expedition 33 just won everything.
Man, I find it so weird that I never heard of the game before. The reveal,
That is kind of weird.
I would not have picked that to be the dominant one this year.
To be fair, I'm shocked at how much it dominated. You don't really see that often.
I know. I don't even remember. You'd think that like there's a lot of discourse going on right now. A lot of people
Mhm.
are upset about it.
Yeah.
And actually I watched a video today. That sucks.
Oh, Creeper still
Um
exists.
yeah, I watched a video today. Dustin, you might need to help me out with their name. It's I think it's Alana something. They did
Pierce?
Malevola. Pierce, yeah,
Yeah.
okay. They made a video about the Game Awards and kind of how the jury and voting process works.
Okay.
And the simple part is that apparently their process for like picking nominations and winners is incredibly like lax compared to other award shows. So, like taking the Game Awards seriously, unless you're they did make a good point to mention that unless you're like a dev,
Right.
like the Game Awards, winning the awards does mean something to developers. But if
Yeah.
you're just an audience member, you really should not be taking the Game Awards seriously at all because like I guess as opposed to other like video game award shows that they were a part of, I guess for the Game Awards, they don't like there's not even like a you have like a jury that like talks that like they all pick their nominees and their winners, but like they never talk to each other.
Right.
Like they don't like discuss it with each other or try to convince each other of anything. They
But
literally
the
they like
Video Game
know
Awards did?
the video no, the video game awards don't. Video game awards is
Oh,
just like
okay.
they kind of just pick people and they write out what they want in like a spreadsheet and then they submit it. Where other game shows, not game shows, other award shows, like they actually have them talking to each other and like they debate and they get into like a Google call or whatever and they
Oh,
actually
really?
like deliberate on the games and then they go and vote. So basically what it boils down to is that the the game awards is kind of lax in how they do things. So
Hmm.
basically boiling down to the amount that people are like caring about it and getting upset over it is really pointless and kind of
Well, I would
unfounded.
have said that regardless of what the voting process was.
Yeah, I know, I
Because that's just how
agree.
I view award shows. I feel like if you're not a developer, like, I understand wanting your game to win things. That's
Mhm.
natural. Like, if I have a game I really like and I see them nominated for something, yeah, I want to see them win. And you could be upset if they don't. But getting, like, super butthurt over is kind of silly. Like,
Yeah.
oh, well, you still like the game. Who
Yeah, you
cares?
like yeah, you could still play the game, dude. It's not like they took it away.
Yeah,
It's not like
exactly.
your game's going away because it lost. It's not like Hunger Games.
Just say, oh, well, and boot it up again, and it's all good.
Yeah,
Just
I
know
guess
it,
there
it won't say Game Award winner on it or whatever.
yeah. I think this year there's just a lot of I think the vitriol in the community is a little bit higher this year. Well, actually, I think this video came out before. I think it's actually no, I do know. This video, fuck, came out before the Game Awards because there was also people complaining about Dispatch not being nominated for more.
Hmm,
And I guess there was some inconsistency with cutoff dates.
really? Okay, that's
Yeah,
weird.
there's like the cutoff date that they like publicly said was like November 20 something, but the one that people on the jury were told was November 4th. Uh
Okay,
there
that's
was
insane.
also there was also some stuff about Dispatch being episodic around
I
that time.
guess.
So it was like people were complaining that like it didn't get best narrative, but like by the time the cutoff happened, it was only like halfway through.
Right, yeah.
So basically that uh like there is probably a solid chance that some people were just like, well, I don't want to nominate it for best narrative considering it's only
It's
halfway
not
done.
done.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if they didn't know that then. I wonder if they were working on the concept of November 20th as well. Because I remember when I saw like when the game came out, I was like, oh, you guys are trying to be fresh in the voters' mind for Game Awards. Like that's why you released it now.
Yeah.
So I wonder
I
if
don't-
they.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if they do that with. I don't. Do they do that? I know that's a huge thing with the Oscars.
Right. I don't see why they wouldn't.
I guess so. I guess it might be. Maybe it's not done as much. Not sure.
No, probably it's probably not done as much, but I feel like if I don't know if you have the opportunity, it's like, you know,
If
we
it lines
could.
up. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. If it
If it lines up, like why not?
But I know that's a huge thing for the Oscars. 100%. They do that all the
Yeah.
time.
It's interesting you brought up the voting thing because the way the Game Awards apparently does is how I assumed like all award shows do it. I never knew that there was like debate among the jury and stuff like that.
Oh,
Well,
is that?
I guess.
I never would have considered that.
Oh fuck!
Ooh,
Holy
that's a
shit,
big fix.
terrorist attack at the airport.
The airport. Oh, that's annoying. No, that's what they were describing in the video, which is, I found it interesting because I didn't really know how it worked either.
Yeah. No, I always assume it's like, hey, who do you want to nominate? Okay, we'll tally it up. Okay, here's who the nominations are. Who do you want to vote for? Okay, bye.
Yeah, I don't know.
This is something I never really considered.
No, I recommend watching the video. It's pretty interesting.
I just might.
But yeah, no, I've just been seeing a lot of discourse around Game Awards.
I know
And
at the very
as
least I saw like one tweet where it was like, "Oh, last year the people on Twitter gave the Game Awards a rating of A. This year they gave it a rating score of D." And I'm like, was there really that much difference between last year and this year? Like different games, different bits, but the vibe felt the same to me.
Yeah.
So
Really, the only thing you could be upset about is just you're really mad that it was boring that one game won all the awards.
but one game wins all the awards almost every time anyway.
not to this
Not
degree.
really.
It feels like
Wait,
it.
Games are barely even nominated for this many times in one award show, let alone
Yeah,
winning
yeah, no,
90%. I already looked into it. Don't even bother. I already looked
Well,
into
then-
it. I want to hear
well,
your
if you
clapping.
Well, if you looked
Yeah.
into it, then can you give me the stats?
Sure.
You're not gonna
Closest we
lose.
had.
Like
Was,
what was the big winner last year?
You want to go last year?
Well, the last couple of years. I don't know. Whatever. Give me something though.
I'll do last year just because that's what you said, and I'll go backwards because I'm on Wikipedia as being annoying with how I look at each year. So last year, the one who won the most awards was Astrobot with 4,
With
and they were
four-
only nominated for
Okay.
7 total.
Okay, so they won 4 and were nominated 7. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
2023 is Baldur Gate, won the most with 6, nominated for 9.
9.
Actually, I need to
okay.
double check that because they might do the best performance thing again.
Well, either way, let's just go with the numbers that they have now, and then if we want to dive deeper, we can.
And I think 2022 is the one where it was the closest. Yeah. So God of War Ragnarok was actually not even that one. Nominated for 9, won 6.
Okay, and what was Clara? And what was Expedition 33?
Nominated for 10, won 9.
Okay. All right. If that's the stats, then yeah. Okay, I see what the
Yeah.
complaint is. All right. From my memory, it was like that before, but I guess this year really was to a much more ridiculous degree.
Yeah. The closest before was Last of Us Part 2, where they were nominated also for 10, I think, and they won 7.
Last
Yeah.
of Us Part 2. Okay, they were
Yeah,
nominated
yeah.
for 10 and won 7.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
not the year to say it's the same as all the other years.
Like getting nominated for double digits is impressive enough, but then winning almost all of them, and then they get to the final 5 for players' vote.
Bro, I just want to know how I didn't hear about it.
I just find it shocking that heading into it, we talked about like, man, this year's loaded with this Silk Song.
Did Silk Song
well,
win like any?
Yeah, one best.
We won a couple.
Yeah, won something. Definitely won
I think it
something.
won. Yeah, I'll look it up. I think it won like best action or not best action. Let me see.
I want to say it was something indie, no?
No. Well, maybe.
Ooh.
Good God, what did you guys win? There we go. Best action adventure game.
Oh, action adventure. Damn, that's great.
And
Yeah, going into it, I thought Silksong
that's
was
it.
the. Yeah, I thought Silksong was the big one this year.
So yeah. But I mean, it was Expedition 33, Silk Song, Death Stranding 2, Hades 2, Kingdom Come Deliverance.
I did see a thing. It was like, I don't know if I posted it. It was saying like Kojima crying because some French guy took all of his awards.
Yeah.
I don't think Death Stranding won anything.
Didn't win anything.
That's fucking. It's Kojima.
Yeah, but with all the big hitters, I really thought like it would be more spread out.
Kojima fell off. No, I'm not gonna say that. Dustin.
Kojima might have fell off.
Rob, no, fuck. What is your names? Oh my god, I said everyone's name except for George. George might kill me
Sure, too.
if I say Kojima fell off. He didn't. But that's kind of that. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I mean, listen, the game deserves it. The game deserves it. I'm not going to be too mad at that. It's just so shocking,
Yeah, I mean, couldn't tell you what kind of game it is.
RPG.
Mhm.
I don't see everyone arguing about whether or not it's independent too.
What's that argument? I thought it was pretty cut and dry.
It got a lot of like funding from publishers, like big publishers,
That's valid.
and the
Okay.
French government, which
That's
still
just how-
kind of blows my mind. But
No, that's just how France works. France's
Yeah.
government actually does. It's actually pretty cool.
it is really
That
cool. I
they-
wish my taxes went to video games and not bombs.
Yeah, they do a lot of they support a lot of arts.
Yeah.
That would be sick. If
Yeah.
we if we could do a little bit of that, but I don't think I think we're kind of
Also-
far away from that.
Yeah, exactly. Also, probably the developers of the game themselves said in one interview like they don't really consider themselves indie. So it's kind of thing. I was like,
I mean, it's a really tricky thing because it's like, at what level is a game considered indie?
yeah. I do think a fair amount of people who are arguing about it are really just like being purist about it, if that makes sense. Like, I don't think they really care. Like, well, not that, but I think in their minds, indie is only just, oh, these 5 computer science majors in the basement made a video game working 20 hours a day. That's indie. Not this also great game,
Yeah.
They just can't help that indie games can look AAA.
Yeah, they want the story behind it.
Yeah. That's what I think the main argument is.
Yeah,
It was
'cause
30 people working on it. Like, why are you picking hairs on who funded it and stuff?
Whoa. Well, we do it for politics.
I guess.
We really care where their money came from.
I guess, yeah. Like, if they got the same amount of money, but from a GoFundMe, does that inherently make it that much more indie?
That they got it from GoFundMe as opposed to like Sony.
Rather than, like, some big publisher or something?
I mean,
Like,
I
is that
see
really all it takes for you to not call it indie anymore?
I see the argument, but not like I don't. I see the vision. I see what
I
they're.
guess,
I
yeah,
see,
but-
I see what they mean, but not necessarily do I fully agree with it.
Right.
That it's something to be argued about. Like, who really cares? It's
I saw
not like
some-
yeah, they published a game, they didn't make it.
Right, yeah. It's like they had to get
You're
money
literally-
somewhere.
Yeah, you really are. I think one of the things is a lot of times with these arguments that people make, they really don't realize how much their argument is like kind of being a dick to the people that they're trying to support.
Right. It's a team of 30 people. working on this, and it turned out like that.
Yeah, they're like, oh, it's not really indie because he got all his money from Sony, and I imagine if I was on a team that did that, I'd be like, Sony didn't do shit. Why are we giving Sony so much credit here? Who cares?
Right? Yeah.
They
They just
didn't
signed a
do
check.
anything. Yeah, they gave us money. We could have fucked off with that money. We could have done anything.
That could have been a bonus for the heads of the game.
Yeah. Yeah, the discourse is kind of. It didn't last too long. Like I think it's already starting to slow down.
No, now it's just memes about like I went to. It was like me at graduation wondering who's going to be valedictorian, and it's Expedition 33.
Expedition 30.
Those are pretty funny.
It's at the Oscars.
Yeah.
Expedition, like what? Huh? What are these French guys doing here?
Do you see the? There's a little bit of controversy around the Player's Voice award.
What?
I don't know if you saw
Which
that.
one? What was that?
The one where like we vote on the winner, like 100%.
No. What was the discourse?
So Wuthering Waves won, which is apparently just another gotcha game.
Wuthering Waves.
I didn't even realize. Apparently, Genshin Impact also wins that award a lot, like quite a bit.
Oh, okay.
And it's apparently because these gotcha games, like Wuthering Waves and Genshin Impact, they kind of high key, low key tell the people it's like, hey, we'll give you free pulls if we win this award.
What?
Right?
And Uma Musume didn't get it on that?
Apparently not.
God damn it!
So people are kind of
want-
like, okay, that's kind of crazy. You can't be buying. Let's not buy votes for the Player's Voice Awards.
That's fucking wild. Like Uma Musume did give like a award when they got nominated to celebrate it. And
Yeah,
it was just like 10 polls. But being like, if we actually win the award for the award that is people voted is insane.
right.
Because then you're actually convinced
You're swaying the votes.
we're literally buying votes.
Because I bet half of the Wuthering Waves base probably wouldn't have voted for that game if it wasn't for the fact they thought they were going to get polls out of it. They might have also voted Expedition 33.
That's insane. Uma Musume, get
Yeah.
on that, please. Anyway, but
Listen, if there's anything to get mad about at Game Awards, I think it's that more than one game winning a bunch of awards.
What's crazy is I don't see anything about that.
No, yeah. Well, I think it's because I guess Genshin Impact wins that award a lot, and that's partly why.
So it's just understood that
Yeah, so
it's rigged. That's
right.
insane. I
That's
did
crazy.
not know that. It makes sense. I get it.
Yeah.
But
Jeff,
Oh,
do
no.
something.
Jeff,
They're ruining your awards.
Jeff, stop flirting with the fucking pig and figure your
Jeff,
shit.
fix this. Do something.
Dude, the amount of memes I saw that were just people talking about Jeff and Miss Piggy like having an affair. That was weird.
Yeah.
Am I the only one that okay, I know I'm not the only one that was weirded out by that. I thought the amount
It was
of
an
Miss
odd
Piggy,
choice.
the amount of Miss Piggy that was in the Game Awards is kind of wild this year.
I think it's similar amount to most Muppets.
Maybe Miss Piggy just has more of a presence.
Miss
Oh, she
Piggy.
definitely has a presence.
Oh yeah, she does.
That's kind of her whole character.
Yeah. It's a little bit more.
I also think that the Miss Piggy stuff is a little more cringe than some of the other Muppet stuff, but
Yeah. Well, especially when it's being compared to the two old guys,
yeah, the two
Oh,
old guys was
always funny.
Oh, Statler and Waldorf.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
that's like the best Muppet bit ever. So when you put it up
That-
against that,
They are my favorite Muppet. They're also just such like two like I don't know. If I can be as funny as they are, I think I'm happy.
yeah, right.
Because they're at least they're characters. I know, they're written characters, obviously, but the way that they're like written to be like super quick. And like
Yeah.
every joke they make is on the spot. I look up to them a lot.
Hmm.
I like Statler and Waldorf a lot.
They're very funny. I really do wish that during the song, because there was the whole Miss Piggy bit was leading up to she was going to do a song at the end of it, or at the end of her thing. And there was a point where the dog on the piano said he's going to name all the games, pretty much, that you could play or that could win tonight. I just really hope that he would just keep saying Expedition 33, Expedition 33, Expedition 33. 'Cause at that point, I already won like 7 awards.
Yeah.
I mean, if they did that, I do think it would have been funny because they would have been in on the joke, I guess.
Yeah,
But like,
it would have been such a great audible.
I also don't think the Game Awards would have enough self-awareness to do that.
And plus, it would just be like a last second thing, anyways. But
Yeah, they would have had to not plan for it.
not have like an entire song written out already.
True, I
They-
guess. Well,
yeah,
they could have
would've
just
done.
ended the song and just gone, and also Expedition 33, Expedition 33, Expedition, Expedition, Expedition 33.
Dude. I don't even know, man. I don't know. Game Awards washed. Where's Silk Song? I want Silk Song. I want Silk Song.
Already happened, Matt. Silk Song's already a thing. We need to find a new thing.
There isn't a new. There actually isn't like a. It's kind of
Well,
weird. We're
Half-Life 3.
back. We're back to Half-Life 3.
Yeah,
What year is it? What year is it that we're on Half-Life 3? Oh, is Half-Life 3 going to be announced? Are you
you see the
joking?
cope now is that Half-Life 3. I don't know if it's cope or a rumor, maybe both, probably. But Half-Life 3 is going to come out in the physical Steam console.
Well, it's like
That's
when I
gonna launch
told
with that.
Fanning, because me and Fanning had our little side bet going about Half-Life 3. And afterwards, it's like when I told Fanning, I was like, Fanning,
I'm gonna say the same
honestly,
thing.
in my opinion, it's not a matter of if Half-Life 3 would come. I just don't think they would announce it at the Game Awards.
Why not?
I still,
Because-
it's just,
Yeah, Dustin?
I just don't understand that logic still.
I think for me, Valve would
Oh, that makes sense. I know
wanna
that
hype it
actually
up
explains
more.
that actually explains his taken completely, doesn't?
He's
I'm
thinking. He's trying to word his sentence. Give him a break.
Did you not hear what I said?
No, I'm saying it's based on who was saying it. That explains why how they got to it.
No, I was just saying that I think Valve would hype it up more.
What are they gonna do that isn't the Game Awards?
No,
How are
but
they-
like if they were
what-
gonna do the Game Awards, then I think Valve would have been like, "Hey, watch the Game Awards for a special announcement." or
Oh,
something.
no shot.
You don't think they would do anything like that? Okay.
No,
No,
what
they're not gonna. It's Half-Life 3. They're gonna make it a surprise. They're
what
not
are
gonna
they
lean towards
also,
anything.
When do companies do that? Oh, guys, we might be releasing something. Watch the Game Awards. No, the Game Award. That's also not going to get more eyes. It's not like the Game Awards is some. Maybe if they were doing it at like Summer Games Fest, which is also Jeff Keighley, but that's like
Mhm.
drastically less watched than the Game Awards itself. The Game Awards is already is going to have as many eyes on it as it is going to, because that's what it is. It's like being like, guys, we're doing a new product. Dude, we're going to release something crazy. Watch the Super Bowl.
Right.
I know you weren't planning on watching the Super Bowl. Like, no, yes, people were planning on watching the Super Bowl. That's why you reveal things at the Super Bowl.
All right.
This is the video game equivalent.
All
And
right.
there was some development in the idea of Half-Life 3 this year, and which compared to the last, I don't know, fucking decade or whatever, this, if it was going to happen, it would probably be this year would be the most possible.
Well, whether
Because
you
it's not like you're going in with nothing.
okay, I mean, if you disagree with me, that's fine. I'm saying what my mindset was when I said what I said. That's all. I
Fair
didn't
enough.
think it was
And
going
you
to
were
be
right
announced
anyway,
at
so
this Game Awards. It was not announced at this Game Awards. Whether that means they're announcing it in some different capacity over the next year, or whether that means it's never happening, who's to say? Maybe next
yeah.
Game Awards it is announced, and you guys can be like, "See, Rob, it would be announced at a Game Awards just out of the blue," and I'd be like, "Okay, you're right." Like, I don't really
Yeah.
know.
Like I
I
said, at the end of the day, you were right, so
right. I
whatever.
got my $5, so I'm not going to
I mean,
complain.
yeah, but you can say being right in the sense that something didn't happen is very different than being right in the sense of something did happen.
I mean,
Yeah. It would
sure.
have been much cooler if Fanning was right.
Oh, it would have been
Yeah.
amazing if look, I would not have been upset if Fanning was right. I would have been like, "Oh shit, Half-Life 3 is actually coming out?" I would have been happy. That's why I was happy making the bet, because honestly, it was a win-win situation. Either some
Right.
epic gaming news comes out. Granted, at the end of the day, it is about Half-Life, which is a video game series I give zero shits about, but I can acknowledge the impact it would have on gaming. So it's either that epic moment happens or I got $5. Like,
Yeah.
that's why I was perfectly content with the bet. I was like, either way, it's a win-win. And like being Fanning said when we made the bet, it's $5. Like, it's not really that big of a deal. No. I just like to overplay it and make it seem like a bigger deal than it really is.
Fair, man.
But no, I enjoyed the Game Awards.
Yeah.
I
It was about as good as most of them, I think.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, like, I'm not to rehash things, but the complaints that we already mentioned, I think, are very valid. But are they going to learn from them? Nah, nah. Next year, something else is going to come out that is probably going to win at least 4 awards, maybe not 9, but at least 4. Muppets are going to show up in some capacity, whether it's super cringe or actually kind of funny. We'll see. Probably more on the cringe
Boy.
side. Um, Probably
What
not
Muppet
going
do
to
they
see
need to
Mimes.
do?
Probably not going to see Mimes. I'm going to be honest.
Well, who knows? Unless Expedition 33 released a DLC and they count
Oh
that for
my
Game of the Year
God,
too. Who
shut the
knows?
fuck up.
Expedition 34.
Uh, God damn it, Matt.
So, am I crazy, or was there a lot of 2027 releases in the trailer, more than
No, you're right.
2026?
You're correct.
I feel like that's usual, though. I feel like usually it's like 2 years in advance.
So that was kind of my follow-up question: is that normal then?
I feel like it is. I don't have any evidence, but seeing I mean, you figure it's December of 2025, so like,
I guess, yeah. I don't know. I
o-
just felt weird. I was getting
obviously
to a point where I was like, man, is any of these games coming out next year, or is it all just gonna be
I get it, but
2027?
like you also just said, the Game Awards is when you're gonna announce a new project usually.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be something that you're gonna want to spend time building hype for. Most of the time, you're gonna spend more than a year building up hype, and you figure obviously nothing you're announcing at the Game Awards is gonna release this year. That's obvious. And then 2026 is so close. Yeah, there might be some things that are announced that are like late 2026, but I'd say you're probably looking more at like early 2027 stuff. Especially because my guess, again, this is with no evidence, just a hunch, is that the games that want to be announced at the Game Awards are companies that inherently give a shit about the Game Awards and therefore are more likely to have their games released at such a time where they could be nominated for the Game Awards. Does that make any
Mhm.
sense?
I think so.
Because I might be talking out of my ass here, but like I could
I
see a
think
lot of the
both.
games. I could say, I think a lot of the games. There's an argument to be made that like they could be released, let's say April of 2027, which would give them plenty of time to generate publicity, generate reviews, generate sales numbers in time for the nominations and stuff. Because you figure most game awards, most video games that are getting nominated But the Game Awards are games that are released between, let's say, February and like June. Sometimes there are games that are released later than that get nominated, Silk Song being a good example. But like
On Wick.
December and November releases never do, right?
Not really, no.
So like it's one of those things where when you release a game, you have to consider what do you want to get out of the release? Because releasing November, December, that's good for holiday sales. But it's not going to get you Game Awards wins, probably. Releasing like February stuff. And am I overanalyzing it? Almost certainly.
But to be fair,
But
I'm pretty sure November, December will just get you nominated for next year.
I guess, but I mean, at the end, how many of the games that were actually nominated for any awards this year were released in last November, December? Because my
I
guess
couldn't
is
tell you.
very few.
Probably not a lot.
My guess is maybe 2. Like, but again, I guess I don't have stats. I could be proven wrong. Maybe I'm talking out of my ass. Matt would tell you gladly that I usually do.
It's funny. I was complaining about them coming out in 2027. A bunch of the games I added to my wish list are all either 2026 or to be announced. So maybe it wasn't that bad.
I only added a single. Well, all right. So there's 2 games that were announced at the Game Awards that I want to get. One of them I added to my wish list, and I don't even remember what it was now. Where do you go to see your wish list actually?
Store. You hover over store. It'll be a drop down menu.
Oh, there we
that
go.
says wish list.
I have 2 other things on my wish list. Oh yeah, those make sense to me in my wish list. Oh yeah, Bradley the Badger. That looked so awesome.
Yeah, I have that one too.
Yeah, no, that looked good.
That looked really cool.
And then the other game that I want to get, can't wish list it because it was a Switch 2 exclusive, but it was that co-op game that me and you were like, oh, I could see us doing that.
Dude, it looks so awesome.
I don't
It was
even
like
remember
80s anime in a video game.
I don't even remember
that
do you remember what it was called?
I'm gonna look at my notes real quick. Because I also wrote down the games I wanted to play.
Bradley the Badger, though, I'm very
Orbitals.
Orals, yeah, it was that.
No, it wasn't. It was Orbitals.
Orbitals? Oh, okay, sorry.
Yes, because they're in space.
Hey.
I do like that. You heard orals and you're like, yes, that is what it was called.
That is it, yeah. Of
Well,
course.
to be fair, A, I'm very tired, and B, in my mind, I was thinking orals being spelled Oroles.
I could have said anything. You would have just believed me.
Probably, yeah.
It's called Big Dumb Idiot. It's like, oh, it was called Big Dumb Idiot.
That makes so much sense.
That's exactly. Thank you. That's exactly what it was called.
This might be me being. This is probably me overthinking it and being very wrong, though.
Mhm.
I'm very interested. And this is something I don't think I've ever said about any video game, but I'm very interested what rating Bradley the Badger is getting.
Like the
Because the
like
thing is, like, the character looks like a cute little guy, but there's like actual blood and stuff in the game.
the age thing.
Yeah.
Took me so long to come up with that.
Yeah, like, is it being rated like 13 plus? I don't think it's getting rated M. But like maybe it is? I don't know. Like, is this like a
It might
Conker's
just
Bad
because of the games that it's being.
Yeah, is this like a
like-
Conker's Bad Fur Day situation? Like,
That's like, well, I mean,
I don't know
it
if
is
it's gonna be
fair.
exactly Conkers, but I wonder if because of the games that like it's ripping off, like it has to be M, just because like you're gonna be doing the same thing as those games.
Yeah, that would make sense.
in
Uh,
what
I
way,
think-
Dustin? What?
Well, just because it's going with like zombie games and like Half-Life and stuff like that. So I wonder if just what those kind of games could bring up in your level, in those levels, it could like force them to make it M.
I mean,
Just like blood, gore, and stuff like
yeah,
that.
it depends on how they handle it. Certainly, I mean, like Plants vs Zombies has zombies, but it's not.
And
rated
I
M.
think
But you're
they'd be
right,
screwing themselves.
I think
Right,
it's
that's-
very likely. Sorry, what was that, Matt?
I think they'd be screwing themselves writing wise if they tried to keep it like teen for some reason.
No,
Seems
I
like a dumb-
agree. I
Seems like a
think
dumb idea for me because
I
who
think they're
cares
just
about
mean.
ratings? Who actually cares about what games are like? When was the last time like kids are just playing GTA? Like I don't think parents really
Yeah.
give a shit about the M on the board on the thing anymore.
I think some do, but unfortunately, I do agree with you that I think the majority just don't anymore.
'Cause
Or at the
who-
very least, they don't after the age of like 11. I could see like more parents with like kids who are 9 or so still caring about ratings, but like I do agree that like most parents when a kid gets to like middle school seem to just be like, just play whatever at this point. I don't care. Which is a little unfortunate. I also think that the whole way of rating is probably not as good as it could be anymore. But
like
oh
who
well.
really? I mean, I guess if you're still in the mindset that violent video games will make children violent,
No, I'm not
you
saying
might
that.
care. No, I'm not saying you are,
Um,
but I'm saying that people that like who like I don't care what age your kid's playing GTA. It's not like the guns in it, which is probably like that is gonna. I don't know. It's archaic, is what I'm saying.
here's
The rating
something.
Yeah.
system.
Here's the one thing I'm gonna say. Maybe you guys push back on me for it, but just let me explain why I'm saying what I say before you respond, okay? Because I honestly think that the newer GTAs, especially like the last GTA, GTA 5, and probably GTA 6, if it's building off of 5, they should probably be rated AO. And the reason isn't the violence, the reason isn't the guns, the reading is quite literally just all of the sexual content. Because, like, and if a parent wants to buy that for their kid, that's fine. That's part of why I'm
You're
like the
fucking
rating
kidding me.
system. That is unfortunate.
They
Matt.
really don't like that section of the building.
This has never
God
happened
damn,
before.
Matt.
I've barely run into creepers this whole time playing the game.
Oh,
Where the
You've gotten
God.
3 in the past half hour.
why the fuck is this
Are you the
happening?
only one on the server right now?
Yeah.
All the enemies are spawning around you and not being diverse around all the other players. That's
That's
probably why.
fucking stupid, man.
But as I was saying, um, I think that's part of the reason though why the rating system is slightly messed up because the whole point of adults only is like and maybe I'm wrong on this, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think legally they cannot sell an adults only game unless it is for an adult or there's an adult physically present at the store or something like that.
I
But
mean,
maybe it's like that with
but
fair games. I don't remember. But like, I think the point I'm more getting at is like just having an M on the box art is not enough to tell a parent what's actually wrong with it. I do know that under that rating, it does say what's in the game, but the parents certainly don't know that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Oh, I kind
like
of agree with you. I see what you're saying.
either the rating system needs to get fixed or there needs to be a like massive campaign to educate parents on how to identify what is in a video game to determine what is appropriate for their child. If a parent decides that they're fine with their 12-year-old playing a sex-ridden GTA, that's that family's prerogative and I don't care. But like the parents should at least know what they're getting into, you know what I mean?
I
Yeah.
feel like is the whole point of the rating system not just pointless now because of like Steam?
Um it's part of what do you mean?
It's because if Steam wants to show me GTA 5 or GTA 6 or whatever, it's gonna say when's your birthday,
Yeah.
So
and it's
Oh,
gonna
that totally
accept.
makes it
It's
obsolete or
gonna.
anything, though.
It's gonna. I feel
okay,
like
but like
I don't know how many
I
people are
agree with you,
still.
Matt. However, my counterpoint to that would be that in order to buy a Steam game, you need to have put in credit card or debit card information. If a parent wanted to, they could like not have that information saved. Does that stop the child from going on the Steam page for GTA 5 and seeing trailers and stuff? No, it doesn't. But like that's like saying a child can go online and Google boobs right now and they're gonna pop up. I'm not
Yeah.
looking to monitor the entirety of the internet and stuff. But it's a step. Obviously, it's not a foolproof way. If a kid wants to get GTA 5, they're gonna get GTA 5, you know what I mean? It's the whole drugs, monitoring the internet, it's all that shit all over again, you know what I mean? But that doesn't mean we can't take smaller steps. But that's beside the point. All I'm more saying is, as far as Bradley the Badger goes, whether it's a rating thing or not, that's almost irrelevant. I more just mean like tone wise. Like, are they fully embracing it? Which I agree with. I think it was Dustin who said it. I agree that they should. Or do they try to toe the line to like get a certain rating? I don't know. We'll see.
I just don't think
Yeah.
they're gonna. I just don't think they would prioritize. They're not. I don't think they would prioritize getting their rating over what they want to do. I don't
hope
think it's going to
not.
be a limitation for them because, like, it's not. My point is, it's not going to really going to affect their like sales or the demographic they're looking for
Mhm.
by trying to get that T rating. Where
I got you.
unlike something like even movies at this point don't really do that anymore because of not many people go to theaters anymore.
Oh,
But
yeah.
it's still more important for movies than it is for video games because it's like it's going to drastically change. It actually does matter, and like it will stop people from going into movie theaters or
Dude,
whatnot.
I have
Future.
4 Steam friends who also want this game. And who would have thought 2 of them are Matt and Dustin?
Did I put that one on there? I
You
put
did?
I did.
I put a couple. I don't remember exactly which ones.
That's the only one that I saw where I was like, "Oh, 100% I would play this."
Yeah. I got a few.
Especially what I'm really hoping they do is a good blend of the 2 genres that I say genres, but, like, more like play styles. Like, one of the things that I'm really hoping that they do in this game is, like, collectibles, like, hidden collectibles around the worlds. Because like, that's what I absolutely love, and I could see that being a fun addition to the game. Um, but yeah, no, it looked so cute, so fun. It literally brings me back to my favorite video games, which are like Crash, Spyro, Tyler Tasmanian Tiger, like those kid-friendly stuff. But then and I was like, "Oh, it's gonna be a kid-friendly game. We don't get a lot of these kinds of games released anymore." And then I saw the turn it was taken, and instead of being like, "Damn it, it's not one of those games," I was like, "Oh, it's like a good twist on it." That's awesome. Also, low-key just saying, there's a screenshot of the main menu here, and they have a whole section that's labeled accessibility, so that's kind of awesome.
Yeah.
Um, I love accessibility in video games. I love when they make they write out room for the cars. What won this year for that? I don't remember. Oh, it was something to do with. Oh, actually, I remember.
Wasn't it Battlefield?
Defy gravity.
I think it may have been Battlefield. I think it's insane that the car game is nominated. I'm pretty sure it was nominated again this year too. Like, what are you talking about?
Vroom
just-
vroom.
It's like, what do you mean for accessibility?
Well, I mean, there might be something to
Oh no,
it. Like,
it was Doom.
Oh, it was Doom this year. That's right. You're right. It was.
well,
Doom.
I mean, there might be something to it. Maybe
Yeah.
it's like they got like colorblind mode or something like that.
I think
you
that's
know?
exactly what Zach said. They had like really good colorblind options.
Oh, okay. So maybe
Listen, we're
that's-
not doubting that there's a good reason they won. It's just always a funny game that ends up winning that award.
Well, yeah,
That's-
because
This is always a game you never really think about with accessibility.
well, to be honest, I think it's kind of weird to have an award for accessibility to begin with. I mean, accessibility in video games is good, but how do you inherently say a game that does the best with accessibility? To me, that's kind of an
I mean, unless someone does something drastic, it's kind of
right. That's what I'm saying. Like, if someone does something
I mean,
drastic, then yeah, they should get an award. But like, it doesn't mean it should be a category every year.
you can say about any award, can't you?
Uh,
I mean, pretty much. I mean,
At
pretty
the end
much.
of the day, you just kind of look at the
if
thing and
you
you
go
see
to
who
a
did it best.
if you go to a certain extent, yes, you could make that argument for every award ever, I guess. But I think with accessibility, you're more likely to be like, uh, I'm at a loss for the phrase I'm trying to think of. Pulling hairs, pulling.
What?
I don't.
Here's yeah. You're saying the difference is so minute that like why would
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Yes.
I still just think that's the same with any award ever, but
Well,
I guess
it
you're
is.
saying what's the difference between helping colorblind people and deaf people?
right. Like either way, you're helping people. So like, who are we to say that this video game that does an amazing job of helping colorblind people is better than this game that made it so that someone who doesn't have hands can play the game? Like, you know what I mean? Like, either way,
I
it's
guess, but
awesome things. They should all be celebrated.
yeah, that's
But
what they're nominated. Celebrate them.
I guess. I don't know. It's not something I'm gonna put up a fight about. Just something
Yeah.
odd. But no, Game Award's solid. Not that's my take on it. Cool. Anything else happen over the last couple of weeks? I don't know.
Bought a Pokemon plushie.
You did?
No. It's making. And
Let's end it there.
he was so genuine. He was so
Wait,
genuine.
what?
He was so genuine. He's like,
What
oh, you
Pokemon?
did?
What Pokemon plushie are we talking about? What?
I didn't. Oh my god.
Well, what Pokemon plushie are we talking about?
We're not.
Oh, you're talking about me. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, look, he got there.
I'm tired, bitch.